And through Mike, so many more people came into my life, and through that, more opportunities came into my life. And when I say opportunities, I mean opportunities to do good things for your community. Mike and I shared that passion. He was fierce about his community, whether it was his neighbor who was struggling during COVID, and he would cook for them when he himself was struggling, and would make sure they had food to eat. Whether it was Youth Hockey League, whether it was the UNLV Hockey League, whether it was, for causes for his firefighter community, which he was, as we all know, incredibly passionate about. Mike gave everything he had. We all remember when he ran for city council. He did it because he just wanted to make positive changes. He was very passionate when he felt that something was wrong, that good people weren't being serviced in some way that they should have been serviced, that their needs weren't being met, that there was a higher calling, and he rose to that higher calling every day of his life. So I say that Mikey was a connector.
Yes.
If you needed help, he knew somebody that could help you with that, no matter what it was. And I can't tell you how many times I would call Mikey and say, I'm having an issue. Oh, I've got somebody. Oh, I'm looking for this. Oh, I've got somebody. Whether it was the mayor, or whether it was Derek Stevens, or, whether it was his neighbor, or, whatever you needed. You could always call on him and count on him. And even if all you needed was a big Mikey bear hug, then Mikey was there to give you a big bear hug. I said this yesterday. We had a thing at the bar yesterday, which was also beautiful. Some of you were there. I'm super happy to see so many other people here, and I'm really happy 2 things were done so that everybody could make it. I was in another country when I got the call that Mikey had passed, and I just was like, fucking Mikey. Leave it to him to go drop dead when I'm, a 38-hour trip away, and there's just no way to get back. And it was really hard to be that far away and feel like I couldn't, connect with the people that loved him and his family and his friends and his community. So I'm just really happy I was able to be even a small part of yesterday or today for that matter. Thank you. We all have a job to do, and our job is to keep Mike's passion going, the things that he loved, the things that he believed in. He was the glue, often.
Yes.
The glue that brought us all together and kept us all together. So how many times did we get together right here? Because Mikey, called all of us and texted us that very morning, and you're coming, right? You're coming, right? And he would get us all together. Whether it was here, or whether it was Mountain Everest, or whether it was at a block party, or on a golf course, raising money, where he'd drive around in the golf cart with his beer. I remember during COVID when we couldn't do the Patriots Day Parade. In fact, what I really remember is when COVID first started and the St. Patrick's Day Parade was the 17th. The city shut down on March 15th. And I had decided on the 14th to close my business. Several of my employees had called in sick, and at the time, it just seemed like a big risk, and I said to my staff, we're going to close and see what happens. And I had called Mikey to tell him that we couldn't host the after party, and he was not happy with me. He was definitely not happy about it. And saying no to Mikey is perhaps, it's almost impossible. It's one of the hardest things I ever had to do was to say no to him that day. And then he called me the next day and he goes, hey kid, looks like you knew more than I did. Okay, what are we gonna do? And so St. Patty's Day came and went. We didn't have the event, but then Patriots Day came, and we talked about it. and decided that no matter what, we had to read the names. And a group of about 20 or so people got together, and we gathered in front of the 3rd Street stage, and we read all the names. And afterwards, we went to my house and had a gathering in my backyard that was just open to anybody who wanted to come. And I had hung a bunch of memorabilia that I had as a New Yorker, you know, different flags and a variety of just different items that I had that we put out in the backyard, and we had a great afternoon. And Mikey was the last man standing, if we can call it standing. He passed out on my lawn furniture next to my pool, and I remember having to move the pool furniture back because I was afraid he was going to roll over and fall into the pool in the middle of the night and drown. And it was no easy feat, and at that point everybody was gone, and it was just me cleaning up, and I literally took me like 10 minutes. I was like leaning into it, jumping into it, and Mikey's like, he'd wake up every now and then, and I'm like, can you just get up? Can you just come into the couch? Oh, yeah. But he never moved, and I don't know what time he woke up. I woke up in the morning and he was gone. And had obviously made it back home. You know, he was bigger than life. Tommy, like you said, I don't know how he did all the things he did. I don't know how he got everywhere that he got. I don't, all I know is he touched all of us in a most unique way. What I can say to his community, to all of you, is that should you ever need anything, I'm here. UNLV Hockey, you know, call us anytime, call me anytime. I will always do my best to keep supporting what Mikey was passionate about, which was his community. And so we should just all do our best to stay in touch with one another, to not fall to the wayside, as so often happens when we lose the one person that really was the glue. We tend to lose touch with one another.
The glue.
And Mikey was the glue, and you know, he must remain that glue for all of us. And I will do my part in any way that I can. And thank you for having me here today. And God bless you, Mikey.
Yeah, Michele.
We do have children in the room, so I apologize in advance, but everybody,
Fucking Mikey!
fucking Mikey!
Oh my God! You know what's funny? They say, how do you remember your person when they're, you know, while they're alive? How do you pass away?